Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and today I want to do a bit of light foraging in the city of Sofia, the capital of Bulgaria. I'm here in a suburb called Nadezhda, or Hope, and I hope that I'll find a lot of interesting fruits. Well, guy pissing there and fertilizing the feral figs. I don't know if I should approve of that, but that's Bulgaria for you folks. Well, so when you go foraging in the suburbs of Sofia, you will notice that Bulgarians, even when they plant stuff in a park, usually plant edible stuff. If you look at the public parks over there, usually the city will plant non-edible stuff. Like behind this playground, there is what is there? Some fraxinos, some tilia, some conifers, poplars, and so on. Yeah, basically when the city plants stuff, they plant non-edible stuff because they don't want trash. They don't want fruits lying on the ground. But usually around those socialist city blocks, people were encouraged, or in socialist times, encouraged. If you didn't do it, you went to the gulag. They were encouraged to take care of their own gardens. And actually, during socialist times, I think it was kind of forbidden or strongly discouraged to plant fruit trees in those gardens. They would plant, those ornamental fraxinos. They would plant robinia or black locust. They would plant a lot of birches, the birch being, well, a national Russian tree, and the Soviet Union being the big brother. Yeah, they would also plant some, conifers and stuff. However, after the end of socialism, when everything went down the drain and people didn't care so much for rules and also cared a lot for food, they started planting food in those parks. So let's see what they planted. Well, the species selection and the variety selection are not very big, but they usually choose the tasty stuff. A lot of those cherry plums were not planted. Some of them were, but most are feral. You see, they have masses of fruits. I'm sure they planted the grapevine at some time, but now it kind of grows wherever it wants. Well, the Mahonia or Oregon grape was used a lot as an ornamental. It's kind of poisonous in the raw state, but you can cook it and then eat it. Well, here's some Chicory. Cultivars of this were used as coffee a long time ago, and also as nowadays even the Italians use them as salad, but the wild stuff is horribly bitter. Here, a white mulberry with black fruits. I've actually never seen black mulberries in Bulgaria. All the mulberries which have black fruits in Bulgaria are actually white mulberries, but they are quite common. Here's something which is a lot less common, is Sisyphus. Also a tasty fruit tree, flowering right now. Will be fruiting, well, should be fruiting quite soon. It's a little bit late for flowering for this one. Why is it flowering now? A walnut tree. More cherry plums here. One cherry plum, two cherry plums, three cherry plums. Wonder if they were not planted, or maybe when they started cutting the grass regularly in the 2000s, they just left the feral cherry plums. As you can see, nobody's harvesting them nowadays. Well, even in the hungry years in the 1990s, there were always so many cherry plums that usually the areas look like this. They are eaten on a small scale, or they are eaten on a significant scale, but the trees are producing so much fruits that people can never finish them, so they make them into brandy, which is, basically the easiest and cheapest way to make brandy is to harvest a lot of cherry plums. Here we have some sour cherries. They are still in season, while the sweet cherries are already gone around here. Here's a blue plum, which is not feral, it was planted. Here are some Goji Berries. Those became popular only in the last decades, and don't even think that people are eating them. Oh yeah, actually they are selling them on them. They are selling plants in the flower shops as food, as berries. Over there I even found one which is in season. Yeah. Goji berry shrub which is in season. Let me steal one. Yeah. Phew. Not my favorite berry. A lot more fruit trees here. There is the ulmus and the fraxinus, probably planted as ornamentals, but behind them again, cherry plums, walnut trees, goji berries. Well, the platanus were definitely planted as ornamentals. Another grapevine on the wall. More cherry plums, lots of cherry plums. Well, they are hard to kill. So I guess most of them are feral and people just left them when they started taking care of the grass later. An apple tree, two other sour cherries over there. Here you see how people take care of the grapevines. Probably in order to save it from being cut when the grass is being cut, they're protecting it with old tires. Yeah, as you can see, the diversity is quite low. Conspicuous lack of figs. Figs are still quite rare in Sofia because we have very cold winters. They are much milder because of the climate change, but still very cold. Well, today I also saw some medlars and quinces. Here is a quince. Also quite a popular Bulgarian fruit tree. Actually not one quince, but 3 quinces. No medlars around here. But this is basically what you'll find in a typical Bulgarian garden in that climate. I didn't see any pear trees. Those would also be quite typical, but apart from them we basically covered everything. Well, people here like to collect rose hips a lot. There is a wild or feral rose over there. Yeah, that's more or less what you can expect to forage in a Bulgarian suburb without any special or rare things. This is more or less the normal common stuff. If you are at the Black Sea coast or in the Baltic areas, you'll be able to forage a lot of figs also, but here in Sofia they are still rare. So folks, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful and fruit-rich city of Sofia, and of course don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.